Morning to you. It is 7:01 here on Rising on this beautiful Tuesday, December 9th. I'm Taylor Miller, joined by Joe Duncan, Chris Gilmore, meteorologist Kaitlin Wright. Of course, you still have meteorologist James Scott in the building, making sure you get to where you're going safe and sound. Before we take a little peek at weather, we do want to, it's not the best weather conditions out there right now. The roads are rough. Kaitlin, that's what we're seeing kind of everywhere.
Yeah, I would say primarily in the high country, but I think Charlotte is sitting at 28 degrees. So it is a very cold start to your Tuesday. As we travel through the day today, no precipitation, no moisture out there. We will, however, see some cloud cover as we travel through the day. So not going to be a bright sunny day out there today. It's still going to be quite nice though, because we look at your future track. Yeah, it's going to be cold, but we could see a couple peaks of sunshine, and we're not seeing those wet roads all day long. So you look at future track right now. It is really chilly out there, and we are still dealing with the clouds. Now, as we travel through the day today, we see some peaks of sunshine. We'll see high temperatures topping out right about 40 degrees, so still well below that average high. And yes, we will see mostly cloudy to partly sunny skies out there today, but it will be nicer than what we've seen at least over the last couple of days. Now, we are struggling to get above 42 degrees. We have been the last couple of days for highs, and we will be out there today as well. Now, overnight tonight will once again be chilly, but we will not be waking up in the 20s across the Piedmont tomorrow. Let's go ahead and look at your day planner here in the Piedmont for your Tuesday. We'll see these high temperatures topping out at about 40 degrees with lows this evening bottoming out right at that freezing mark, about 32. So yes, it is not going to be a picture perfect day, more clouds and sunshine, but we are holding off on that precipitation, which is wonderful news. Let's head up to the high country for today. Now, temperatures across Ashwaubenon and Avery counties, I might add a couple degrees on to what these numbers are saying, but you guys will not get out of the 30s. I'll call it mid 30s for some areas like Boone, and of course a little bit chillier as you head up across maybe above 4,000, 4,500 feet there. So as we look at your 3-day forecast, today's certainly going to be the coldest. Now, we do start to warm up ahead of our next weather system as we travel through Wednesday with the southwesterly wind. It will be windy, but we are starting to warm up closer to average. Now, how windy will we be? I think we'll see these high temperatures topping out again above average, with winds topping out at about 30 to maybe 40 miles per hour. That's even here across the Piedmont. So prepare for that breeze on Wednesday with a little bit of mountain snow. Talking more about that in just a few minutes. Brief little cool down as we head through Thursday, and then near 60 on the board. It's about 4 miles, and it just looked horrible outside. So looking a little bit better out there for today, as it's again just in the 20s here in the Charlotte area. Let's go ahead and look at current conditions as I look at radar and temperatures here. 26 as you head eastward over to Wadesboro. Let's go ahead and head to the north. Statesville 29, Hickory over into Morganton. Both of you guys sitting about 30 degrees in the 20s up in the high country. Be careful, especially across our mountain communities, because we had that moisture. We had several inches of snow. Any untreated roads or any roads that maybe just didn't get a sunshine, which was a lot of them, if not all of them, black ice has developed. And remember, black ice is not black. You can't see it. It is totally invisible. So please be careful out there as you are traveling out on the roads. It is a very cold start to this Tuesday. Now, as we head through the day today, regionally, it's still so cold to 40 degrees. That's all we're getting to as we travel through today here across Charlotte. About 39 across the foothills, holding tight to those clouds across our high country communities with a high of about 33 degrees. Now, here's the weather setup. We have this ridge of high pressure, but guess what? As we head through the day tomorrow, we're going to get this southwesterly wind ahead of this next weather system. It's going to bring mild conditions back to average. So we'll be back in the 50s, and it will be a bit breezy as we travel through the day. I'm talking winds gusting upwards of 30 to 40 miles per hour. So prepare for the little bit warmer temperatures and for the breeze. Now, as this cold front works its way across the area, look what happens late Wednesday. Some mountain snow showers, probably amounting to about an inch in some locations. So ski resorts, you guys are loving this forecast so far this week. Some nice natural snowfall for you guys. Now, it's not going to be as much as we just saw, but again, some northwesterly flow snow will be falling across our mountain areas as that cold front works its way across the area. Now, when I was putting this forecast together and pulled out this graphic, I was like, wow, it has been so cold. 42 degrees over the last couple of days. All of these bars would show up as red if we were above average, or at least near that average mark. Look at all of this blue. I mean, we were lucky to get to 50 last Thursday. It has been a good 5 to 15 degrees below average, but I have some good news for you. These temperatures will end up jumping above average, close to that mark as we head into Wednesday. But by Saturday, look at that, 60 ahead of that next cold front that will end up cooling us down as we head into the beginning of next credible and invaluable gift that you can give to somebody.
Yeah. We should revive the effort, I think. We all could use some shop skills. But it's even, yes, great for charity, but a great skill to have just in general. Can you know how much those beds cost? Like if you go to a furniture store?
Sky is blue out across the high country, but you can also still see the beautiful trees just glistening, those trees. It looks so beautiful out there in Beach Mountain. So cold though, 17 degrees across Beach Mountain early this morning. It's 24 as you head up toward Watauga County, right around 3,500 feet there in Boone, 30 in Hickory and in Lincolnton. Charlotte this morning, you are sitting at 28 degrees. So a very cold start out there. We do have some cloud cover right now, and heads up, it's going to stick around for most of the day. I do think we will see some blue sky out there today, much more than what we've seen the last couple of days, but it's not going to be abundantly clear as we travel through the day today. We look at your future track, and I'll walk you through it. Note how some of the clouds do start to give way to some sunshine, but not all day long. We'll see these high temperatures, highs in the low to mid 30s across the high country, and here in the Piedmont will be about 40 to 42 degrees. So it's going to be another cold day out there today. Just heads up, we'll start to see that warm up as we head through the day tomorrow, but it also will come with a breeze. Here's a check of that day planner as we travel through your Tuesday. This is here across the Piedmont, about 40 degrees here for the Charlotte area. Temperatures again staying below freezing until probably about 10:30 or so, and then jumping above that freezing mark, but still not going to be that drastic warm up for today. That's a look at the Piedmont forecast. Now let's head up to the high country. These are highs for today. Highs will be really flirting with freezing for most of the day across Ashwaubenon and into areas of Avery County. Now here in the Piedmont, temperatures will be warming. And same song, same dance up in the high country too. It will be windy though as we head through your Wednesday. 55 degrees and breezy out there by Thursday. 49 degrees, but we are going to give way to a little bit more in the way of sunny skies as we head into the end of the week. Here's a look at those future wind gusts. Now, this is not for today. Note this says Wednesday. We're looking at winds gusting upwards of 30 to possibly even 40 miles per hour. So prepare for breezy or even windy conditions, but warming up with a southwesterly wind ahead of our next frontal boundary that briefly cools us down on Thursday and heading into Friday. But look what happens Saturday.
Hormone therapy.
And listen up, this is such an interesting topic, and it's a pivotal moment in women's health and health overall. Donna White, author and founder of BHRT Training Academy, is here with us today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And can you explain what menopausal hormone therapy is and the impacts of the FDA's decision?
Optimal levels, as opposed to synthetic or animal-derived hormones, which do have side effects.
So the big news here, Donna, is that there is some labeling information that was removed from these treatments. How important is it, and what's as Kaitlin was when I told her that we were doing this interview, because it's a popular topic in your circles, right?
It is, and for women my age as well, we are starting to go through changes, having babies, and our hormones are fluctuating and changing. It's not just like you said for women though, it's also for men. Hormones are changing in men and women as we progress in age. Talk a little bit about how do you guys find what what hormones are a little bit imbalanced.
Oh, balance it is. It's lifestyle changes. It's dietary changes. So it's a comprehensive approach that helps men and women feel better and live longer.
I think so many times prescriptions are just given to kind of mask what's going on in your body, but hormone therapy kind of gets down to the root cause to find what you actually need for your body.
Well said. Well said. Because
I need hormone therapy.
lose libido, mood, gets out of whack. So hormones, we have hormone receptors.
Learning more about hormone therapy or finding a hormone therapist for them?
Well, if you want to find a good practitioner, yes, you're going to have to search to do the right type of testing and help you with your health goals.
Okay, a good starting point also, Donna, is your book that you have here, the hormone. Hey, get healthy, guys. Rising will be back in just a few minutes. To warm up.
Yeah, this doesn't happen in Hollywood, does it? Right, James? This doesn't happen in Hollywood. No, parts of California, but it doesn't happen there. We are in the 20s and 30s, just about 30 degrees in Shelby out there right now. It is cold, 24 in Boone, 22 as you head over to Jefferson. Looking at your regional forecast, guys, today for the Piedmont, 40 degrees. That's it. That's where we're warming up to. We have only reached 42 the last couple of days. We have been below average for at least the last 10 days. So where's the warmth? Well, we start to crank it up as we head into tomorrow. It's not going to be like 70, but hey, we're back to the 50s as we head through the day tomorrow. 39 in the foothills today, 33 across our high country community. So it is going to be another cool day. We are going to hold tight to a decent dose of cloud cover today. I'll call it partly sunny, so I do think we're going to see some blue sky and sunshine out there, and you certainly are across parts of our area out there this morning. Now, as we look at our next weather system, this is going to bring a southwesterly wind. It is going to pull up a little bit of warmth for us, and also this breeze. We're going to see winds gusting upwards of about 30 to possibly 40 miles per hour. And then here comes this cold front. This cold front is going to move across the area, bringing some northwest flow snow to areas across the high country again tomorrow. So on top of some of you that have seen 6 inches, 8 inches of snow from yesterday in the mountains, you guys could see another one, at least about just 1 inch. Now we are going to see a little bit of a cool down before we warm back up. As we head in all of this, what I'm pointing to here, that's all ice. So please be careful out there if you do have to travel across Ashwaubenon into Avery counties, anywhere that saw snow, in a lot of these areas, upwards of 6 to even 8 inches is what you saw. You guys will be dealing with that ice as you travel through the morning hours. So again, just slow go on those roads this morning. Be careful, 321, 421, still even though those roads were treated. Once temperatures drop as low as they are right now, sometimes that brine actually has trouble sticking. So you guys could still have some of those icy spots on treated roads too. 28 degrees in Charlotte, 30 in Lincolnton, 29 as you head up to Hickory. But look at West Jefferson sitting at 22 degrees this morning. We have this ridge of high pressure for now, just briefly over the area. Cloud cover, I would call it partly sunny as we head through today. Now, a lot of us are seeing that sunshine and blue sky right now, but again, I'll call those clouds more abundant than not through the day. Not going to be total wall-to-wall sunshine, but we'll see a little bit of it. The high temperatures will be topping out only about 40 to 42 as we travel through the day today. So another frigid day. Really the third day in a row we could top out at 42 degrees for our high temperature, dropping to freezing as we head through that overnight low once again tonight. So highs today topping out between about 39 and 42 degrees out there. Cloud cover, we'll pretty much hang tight to it. This is your day planner here across the Charlotte area and the Piedmont. Heading across the high country, though, temperatures really hovering right near that freezing mark out there. Dealing with dry conditions, but cold conditions for you folks across the high country into the foothills and heading into the Piedmont. Today, the coldest out of the next 3, though. Actually, temperatures as we head into Wednesday, 55 degrees, but also heads up, it's going to be pretty windy as we travel through the day on Wednesday ahead of that next weather system. We're warming up because of these southwesterly winds as this cold front starts to approach the area. Winds kick up, but so do those temperatures. We could see these winds gusting upwards of about 30, possibly up to about 40 miles per hour. Now, this is as we head through the day on Wednesday. A little bit of a cool cool down before we warm back up as we head into the start of the weekend. A little bit of blue sky out there right now. We'll take what we can get. It is a really nice start, though. It is cold, but nice. Dew point temperature 24 degrees. That visibility at 9 miles. We have your current conditions out there right now. Now, everyone is at or below freezing. Those areas at freezing right now. Chirac heading over into areas of Lancaster. It's 28 in Charlotte right now. And in Salisbury, heading over to Statesville and Hickory, you guys are sitting at 29 degrees. So it is certainly a cold start out there this morning. You look at live radar, certainly showing some cloud cover out there as we travel through the day today. I would say expect more clouds than any type of sunshine, but we are going to still see some of those peaks of sun as we travel through the day. Only 40, though, for that high temperature here across the Piedmont. Into the foothills, 38 degrees. High country, you guys will be topping out, I'll call it low to mid 30s if you're lucky, up across Ashwaubenon into Avery counties. So as we look at our next weather system, this is going to be that cold front that starts to march into the area as we head into really Wednesday. But ahead of that, we're going to get this southwesterly wind pulling up these mild conditions, but also pulling in a breeze. It's going to be quite windy as we travel through the day tomorrow. But I do want to touch on this because the high country looks beautiful. I mean, you guys have seen 6 to 8 inches of snow, but more snow's on the way. A little bit of northwest flow snow by the second half of the day tomorrow into the evening. That cold front's going to punch through the area, briefly cooling us down ahead of a warm up as we head into Saturday. Saturday going to be about 60 degrees out there, so looking quite nice. Your temperature forecast are looking at that history rather, because this tells such a story. So I wanted to put it in my forecast for you. Look at this. I mean, we had one 50-degree day out of the last 10 days, and that was last Thursday. The last couple of days, we've only topped out at 42 degrees, and we're going to be about 40 as we travel through the day today as well. And then we jump to 55 for your Wednesday, back down briefly Thursday into Friday, and then Saturday is certainly the pick of the week and weekend. It's going to be nice, topping out at about 60 degrees. So here's a check of that 7-day forecast. Out on this road there in Blowing Rock, heads up, there's going to be more ice where that came from across areas of the high country. Now you look at your current temperatures and across the board, it is cold out there this morning, 20 here across the Charlotte area. So it is a frigid start out there, but it is dry. As you look at live radar, now future track will stay dry as we travel through the day today. We will see more clouds than sunshine out there today, so don't be prepared or expecting a beautiful sunshiny day, but we're making it. It's going to be much better looking than what we saw out there yesterday. The highs only topping out at about 40 here across the Charlotte metro, into the 30s across areas of the high country. So here's a look at your day planner for the Piedmont. Highs again about 40, pretty much where we've topped out at the last several days out there. Actually, the last 10 days have been below average, but we are changing our tune as we head through the day tomorrow. Expect those clouds out there today here across the Piedmont, up across the high country. You guys will be topping out in the 30s, likely going to make it to about mid 30s for some of your area. But this morning, dealing with those icy conditions, not warming up much into the afternoon. We'll watch out for that refreezing tonight into tomorrow morning for you folks as well, especially bridges, overpasses, side streets, areas really that don't see any sunshine out there. Now you look at these next 3 days, we're talking 40 as we travel through the day on Tuesday, 55 by Wednesday. It will be breezy out there tomorrow though. Temperatures topping out at about 49 degrees as we travel into your Thursday. Let's go ahead and talk about that breeze because don't want it to catch you off guard. It's going to be warmer, southwesterly wind, but we are talking those winds gusting upwards of about 30 to 40 miles per hour as we head through the day. 40 certainly on that high side, but it's possible. It's going to be breezy. It is going to be right near that average mark before temperatures.
Yonder, Adam. Now I've got to send it over to Joe. Do you like my necklace, Joe? You've got a special Talk Truth tee as well because it's filled with some TV nostalgia.
Joe had my back. So they probably, didn't have a lot of heat and stuff too. So it's 30 in Concord, 28 in Albemarle right now, 29 in Charlotte. If you guys are liking that heat today too, just heads up, it is a very cold start and it's going to be chilly as we even travel into the afternoon as highs only peak about 40 degrees out there. Now live radar outside right now. Yeah, we have cloud cover out there, but we are rain free across the area. And today we will stay rain free, but we will hold on to more clouds than sun out there for today. So it's going to be chilly, but things are looking up as we at least get some peaks of that sunshine. 40 degrees across the Piedmont for today, 38 as you head across I-40 there into the foothills. And then the high country, you guys really about like struggling to get into the mid 30s, I would say, but about mid 30s, low to mid 30s for you guys across the mountains. So as we travel through today, mostly cloudy, partly sunny skies rather. Ahead of our next weather system is going to be this cold front. Southwesterly wind bringing us mild conditions and a breeze as we travel into Wednesday. Tomorrow expect some winds gusting upwards of about 30 miles per hour. As this front tries to make its way through, a lot of moisture is lagging. It gets hung up in the high country, but a little bit of northwest flow snow again, possibly about an inch for some of those areas. Ski resorts absolutely loving really the last couple of days and heading into tomorrow. Some more snow for you folks up in the high country. Now we look at our temperature history the last 10 days below average, and we're going to stay that way once again today, but we finally get to average as we head into Wednesday. A little bit of a cool down Thursday and Friday, but Saturday, hey, we're back up about 60.